guys, I'm Miley and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, you may notice that I am not sitting at my desk or in front of my bookshelf, and that is because I have finally gotten myself a decent light, which means that I'm no longer at the mercy of the capricious Philippine clouds or the light bulb that's on top of my desk. So I can now film on my couch, but also at night. Today, I thought I would share with you what I am manifesting for this next year. I think that I am using this word correctly. Everyone is using it all over TikTok, and according to my research, I should be okay. So we'll see how it goes. But what I'm basically trying to tell you is that I've created a mood board of a bunch of the things that I would like to happen this year, and I wanted to share what I put on it with you. So I got this idea from Beatrice on her YouTube and blog called the Bliss Bean, where she also did a video sharing the pictures on her 2021 mood board, and she also set a challenge for her followers to go ahead and make their own mood boards for 2021. I think most people shared theirs on Instagram, but I figured why not make my own video as well? So thank you, Beatrice, for the prompt. I also got most of my pictures off of Pinterest, and I'm not too sure what the Creative Commons licenses are for that, but I'm not using any of these pictures to make money. They're just to look aesthetic, but of course, all credit goes to the photographers or the people who posted these pictures. Thank you very much. They're very nice, and yeah. Before we actually get into any of the manifestations, I wanted to let you know that if you are new here, which you most likely are, you can go ahead and subscribe to this channel, and I believe everyone tells you to hit that notification bell so that you can be notified next time I post, which hopefully will be next week. Anyways, let's get stuck in, shall we? For my first picture, besides the fact that it is apparently from a Wattpad fanfiction about Mark Twain from GOT7, it is an illustration of some hands unwrapping some boxing wrap, and they are very clearly bloody or bruised. Boxing and kickboxing is an activity that I have been doing outside of school for the past maybe 2 years now, and I was able to continue doing through this lockdown. I really like boxing because it gives me something to look forward to in my week, and it also is a good way to relieve stress. I think we can all agree that punching a bag or a pad or a person is a good remedy for frustration. As a vet student, I had to have pictures of animals. There is no way I could go without that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clump my second and third pictures together because they are both pictures of my pets. So the white dog is my dog Jasmine, and then my cat Trixie. I also have a second dog named Pumpkin, but it was hard for me to find any good pictures of her. Her skin condition makes her look kind of rough and shaggy, but we still love her, so. I chose a picture of Jasmine because she's always very cheerful and ready to play. She's super clumsy and energetic, and it just makes me laugh all the time, and she's just the sweetest, so I had to have her on my board. Then I also picked a picture of Trixie sleeping in the onion basket because she always manages to find the most peculiar places to sleep, and I also really admire her ability to sleep practically anywhere, which is something that I really need to work on this year. I think not having a set schedule has really messed up my sleeping habits, so I need to get working on those real quick. My fourth picture is a picture of a bowl of dantan noodles, which is a street food from the Sichuan region of China. So I'm quite a foodie, and throughout lockdown I have been doing a lot of cooking, but what I really want for this year is to be able to taste the authentic versions of all of the meals that I cooked. I feel like even though I made them, I don't really know what to compare them to, so I would like to taste the actual versions. The fifth picture that I have is from one of the concerts in NCT Dream's last tour, which I believe took place between 2019 and 2020, Don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure. I was originally going to use one of my pictures that I took at the Stray Kids concert, but the quality was kind of crappy, so I just went ahead and used this one. It's not my picture, and I actually didn't get to see NCT Dream when they came to Manila, but maybe I can in the future. Concerts are something that I am really looking forward to after all of this settles down. Obviously not just K-pop concerts, but rock and punk concerts as well. And a band that I really want to see is Palais Royale. I actually met them at Warped Tour in, I think, 2018, and they're actually some of the coolest, sweetest guys, super down to earth, super fun to talk to, and I would love to meet them again, so keeping my fingers crossed for that. Number 6, I chose a picture of a dorm that actually looks kind of like the one that I have in mind at UCID. It has a bed and a built-in desk shelf situation going on, as well as a window. And it also has some kind of practical, comfy, cozy, chaotic mess kind of vibes going on, which is what I think my dorm will end up looking like and what I want it to look like. After not redecorating my room since about the 10th grade, I think that I am ready for a more simple, minimalist kind of aesthetic. Still keeping a few posters and wall mounts though, but not as extreme as I have so far. I also like the idea of having green leafy plants in my room, but I don't know if I'll be able to keep them alive, so we'll see how that goes. Then I chose a picture from the first and only round of Battle of the Bands 2020. I feel like I used this picture quite a bit, but it looks good, so who cares? This coming year, I really want to be able to perform again with other people and with my friends. I would also really like to write more original music and put it out on different platforms, so then I can eventually get to a point where I can perform them in front of other people. For my 8th picture, I have a picture of some Korean notes. Obviously, they are not mine, because my notes do not look nearly as good as those. This picture kind of represents a return to study and my hope to rebuild and improve the study habits that I developed last year. I also chose this picture specifically because it talks about the 는, 은, and 를, particles in Korean. These are the particles that I get confused the most often, so hopefully in this year I can get that down properly and know which is which. So next I have a group of girls running on a beach. Like I said in my last video, I really hope to make some new friends at university and just find a group of people that I can vibe with and go to the beach after lectures and have fun. Simple as that, really. For my 10th picture, I believe this is a shot of a busy street in Shanghai. At least that's what Pinterest told me it was. So if it is not, please don't come after me. I chose this picture of Shanghai because I have yet to go there, but also because I really like the vibes of a big, busy city that is still proud of their culture and traditions despite their modernization. I also chose this picture because I really like traveling local and trying to get immersed in the daily lives of the people who actually live there. My last picture is of the UCID Herbert Smith Freehill Library. It is the law library, and something tells me that I'm going to be spending a lot of time studying there. One of the things that I really miss about high school is studying in the library during my free period. There's just something about the feeling of being there while everyone else is in class, and something about being surrounded by books just motivates me to keep studying. I think the minimalist aesthetic of this library will probably help me keep from being distracted by my surroundings, and I mean, a massive skylight in the middle of the ceiling? That's pretty damn cool. Well, with 11 pictures, I think this is going to be a pretty lengthy video. but we have made it to the end. The Bliss Bean mood board challenge is going on until this Friday, but due dates aside, I think if you have never made a mood board before, it is great fun and you should go ahead and do it. I personally had never made a mood board before today, but I had a lot of fun looking at all the pictures and just thinking about all the things that I want to do when life goes back to normal. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you liked seeing my face, go ahead and subscribe. If you have anything that you are trying to manifest for this year, go ahead and leave it in the comments. I would love to see what you guys have planned. And with that being said, things can be tough. You can get through it. Just keep going. I will see you next week. Bye!